Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we will be playing the Arena Cube Draft on Magic the Gathering Arena. With the latest updates and the bans and the release of Historic Volume 3. Alright, well here we go. So let's go ahead and get started. Jump right into it. Looks like I already have the coupon available for it to say start right here. Prizes after one win, 500 gold, and 3 cards. So 500 gold and 3 cards, 1,000 gold and 3 cards, 2,000 gold, 3 cards, etc. Oh, 3,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5, and then 6,000 gold and 3 cards, 2 rares, 1 uncommon. So you don't get rares. You get 1 rare at 4 wins, and then you get your money back at 5 wins. So, okay. 600 normally, or 4,000 gold. So let's go ahead and start. It says the queue is 1 minute to do the draft. We'll see. 2 minutes and 36 seconds in, and, or I guess about 7 seconds in. And we are already ready. Hey. Hey, Zach. I figured I would do this Arena Cube Draft like I said I would. Hopefully the audio is working all right and you can hear me. Not too much, not a lot. So we're trying to do this Arena Draft. It's the first time I've Cube Draft. Okay, focus. So we don't get to keep any of these cards, and it's all a Phantom Draft. This card's pretty good. They're all pretty good. I'm thinking Nightpack Ambusher because it has Flash. Sabretooth. Man. All these cards are good. Don't know what this card is. Either way, we'll take the Nightpack Ambusher. Well, there's Shark Typhoon and Frilled Mystic. Huh. That's it's an interesting one. I wonder how aggressive this cube draft is. I guess we'll take Shark Typhoon because it says draw a card on it. Well, this is exciting. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have Essence Capture for counter, Sphinx of Foresight for card selection, or Goreclaw. Oh boy. Creatures with power 4 or greater cost 2 less, so that means Nightpack Ambusher costs double green. Whenever it attacks, each creature I control that's 4 or greater gets +1/+1. I bet there are better cards than this. But I do like to play to have some fun. Let's get us a Growth Spiral and maybe an Uro, and we'll be in business. If they're even in this cube. It did give me the option of checking to see what cards were in this selection before we began, but I wanted to be surprised, so I didn't look at anything. I haven't watched anybody do this. No clue. I see that our fellow drafters also may not know what's in the packs either. Come on. Don't give me hard choices. So we have some mana fixing and card selection out of Temple of Mystery. Another beater out of Pelt Collector, which at this point is not a bad choice. Exclusion Mage is just as good as any other balanced creature. We'll go with Exclusion Mage, I think. Okay. So Incubation Druid gets bigger later on with its adaptive 3. So it's not a bad choice. It fits into the colors and it gives us mana ramp for Shark Typhoon. And if we end up splashing or using a third color, it can add a mana of any that we could produce. Man, some pretty good hits here. Nice Callous Dismissal. Performance issues? No. Pteramander doesn't have any things that's going to make it cheaper currently. Gingerbrute's not good enough. If we're splashing black, it's going to be this card. We do have a Mana Rock. Yeah. And then we have a Flash Omen. So that means we can still play spells on their turn. Let's just go get a land, put into the battlefield tapped. I'm going to go with the Omen. Seems like a weak choice, but it also triggers the Shark Typhoon that we've picked. It's the only thing that triggers the Shark Typhoon. Man, look at that art. It's kind of funny that the Typhoon's moving in a clockwise motion. I don't think so. I don't think we're winning. We haven't even started yet. We're still drafting. Let's see. Reach and Trample has Mutate. So far, I think the Exclusion Mage can't mutate. That's a pretty solid effect. Having Jace isn't anything to laugh at. It draws cards, and then with our short number of cards that we start with, it could be its own win condition. Really, I feel like 4/4s are just going to win the game. And it also costs less for our creature here. So this would be the first time that we would probably want to... Yeah, see, Jace was like the second pick. First time that we might splash into a different color, given what we got. Hashtag control. It's not looking that way, but... So this allows us to get maybe some card draw and some... I'm just going to go with Domri. Makes all of our creatures better.
Where do you see my mates?
Ponders of Clay just fits into the deck. It's kind of funny. Chart of course it is, chat. Thanks for the help. Okay, so all these cards are not going to get played, but I'll take Ionize just in case we go and actually play with red. I like that we could use Essence Capture on our Incubation Druid to activate its ability. I don't really think we're going to be drawing too many extra cards. So let's take it. Essence Capture. Here's the battlefield. Return up to 2 target instants and or sorceries from our graveyard to the hand. So if we get this, we can bring back our counter spells. It's a 3/3 or a fight card. That's a lot of mana. We'll take it. Gorgon, because Gorgon's good. Rare. And then on color land. Fantastic. Ooh. If only I was white, there's that Teferi. Spark Double. Shadow Spear. Oh. All these cards are good. I would like to take Teferi, but I don't think I will. I don't want to go into white. And only pack number 2. Or is this pack number 3? No, pack 2. I really like Shadow Spear. This is Trample and Lifelink. Okay. Well, Krosan Tusker is a card that allows us to get more mana out of our deck. It's a 6/5, or it just draws us a card. This card can trigger our Shark Typhoon. I think we'll go with the 6/5 here. Platinum Angel is probably the right call. I agree. Forgot that was a 4/4. It fits the theme of the deck. Gives all of our creatures curiosity. We're going to go with the card draw here. Chemister's Insight. So we have Pseudo Removal with Kindra's Transformation. And then we have Chain Web. I can't say that name. I like this card. I feel like it could do something. Okay. Constantly surprised by... So I just lost a sealed event yesterday to this card. 2 games in a row. Only reason I lost. I'm going to take Icy Manipulator. Undervalued. So Wildborn Preserver helps with our Mutate card. Also has Flash that falls into the way the game's going to play out. So hopefully we're playing stuff on their turn. Kind of late to take Field of the Dead, and then we have Ram Through. But not every creature I have has Trample, so we're going to go with the Preserver because it gets ridiculously big if it lives for like 2 turns. Probably just win the game by casting this Spider for 1 and then paying all of our mana into the Preserver. Also, we have Castle Garenbrig. Rampaging Froston's pretty good. I wonder how come when I run Twitch here it's dropping frame rates. Doing nothing different. I think I'm going to take the Frostodon. Yeah, see, land. Unfortunately, we didn't take the Dinosaur Fight spell. Mind Stone was the first choice I had, since it can draw a card. I do have Fixing. I have this Krosan Tusker, and I have Omen of the Hunt. So it is. So if I'm a green-blue deck and I put 2 mountains in my deck, this is Mountain 3 and Mountain 4, right? Overrun. Or overcome. That's not overrun. So I think we're just going to take the land here. That's really cool. That's really cool. But still going to take the land. So nothing too playable. We can just take the counter spell. So looking at the little ratios over here next to our deck box that has a wolf on it. We're sitting pretty heavy at 4 mana. We'll take the one that we can cast. I don't like Rimrock Knight in any situation. We'll take Hearthfire, for it is removal. Night Dread. Create X 1/1s and they gain trample and haste until end of turn. Or it deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker ×2. And the Akron War. I'm going to take the Akron War. I think taking their resources is going to be better. We'll just take the flyer. I can cast that one, possibly. Alright, pack number 3. In our green-blue X deck. So we have Ox, Off Color, Planar-Wide Celebration, Cast Down's a good one, and Siren Storm Tamer, and Blink of an Eye. I like Blink here. I think we have enough. Do we have enough creatures? 1, 2, 3. I think we have enough creatures, and Blink follows the instant speed theme that we're... Ooh. All these cards are good. Every one of them. Mana fixing. Oh, man. This is really good. I'm going to take the Fiend Artisan because I want to play with it. Probably not the right call. But I've never really got to do anything with it. And this probably is the format where it's going to shine. With all of my dead dudes. So we have a nice balance of creatures versus non-creatures. Why is it tempting me with these black cards? Maelstrom Pulse. Or Llanowar Elf. I'll take the Elf. It'll pay off. Because we'll go like turn 2, mutate into this guy and be fine. Now I wonder if the games that we're going to play are going to be more or less boring than this draft lag. Okay. So first Ironian games, Night of Autumn, Temple of Malady if we want to splash black. Phyrexian is really good, but we're not going to dedicate that much to playing it. Helm of the Host is a limited all-star all the time. Who says I don't like to have fun? Hey! Welcome. Watching me draft horribly. Thanks for dropping by. We're learning to see what's in this cube set, and it's basically every good standard and Pioneer legal card. More mana fixing. Off-color mana fixing. Planeswalker.
With the arc bow at my
No,
side,
I'm going to lose because
I
we're not
can't lose
taking
a
all
fight.
these on-color lands and splash color lands. Have you played Vivian? It says fight. How'd you do in your two? Oh, clearly it's the Brideborn Cutthroat. Good old standard. Did you end up winning yours that you played in? Or did you go 5 colors and just try to have fun? So I think if you 4-3, standard dad. I think if you go 4-3, you get your gold back, so your entry fee. So that's good. I guess that's really the goal if you wanted to play, but since you don't get to keep anything, you really got to do Winota. Come on. Come on. I don't know what to take here. I don't want Flood of Tears. Take the land. Probably should have grabbed Ashiok. That was worth splashing for. Too little, too late. Oh, that's cool. I think if we just Mantle of the Wolf something, we're going to win. That's how I feel about that. I've played against the card before. Okay, so maybe we'll win a couple of games. Our deck looks pretty cool. Maybe some miss picks on our end. I don't know if we want to play black, but I have the temples. It's a good reason to play black, I guess. Well, I guess given the mana that we have, we can play our Gorgon without any problems. How many historic spells do we have? We'll take it. Alright, so this is going to be the difficult part, trying to figure out what exactly to do. I'm sure there's a button that does all of this at once, and I don't have to sit here and do this, but... So our deck is going to be base green. I'm curious about if we want to play the Caryatid here. So it adds 1 mana of any color, and then adds 2 if we have a creature with power 4 or greater, which in our colors, we certainly have a couple of creatures that power is going to be 4 or greater. Whether or not it escapes, we put an enchantment on a creature. So this one certainly, thank you for giving me the lands. We'll go ahead and play it. It doesn't have Defender, and we'll play the Incubation Druid. So probably all the mana fixing we need. We'll still play Omen of the Hunt. Spider for flyers, and so the Preserver as well. Armored Killer, and our legendary Bear. Mantle of the Wolf and Ambusher. Fixing. That's a green creature. No, don't worry about my snippets about what I'm playing. I'm just talking out loud. 11, 12, 13, Okay. So we have 13 main board cards. It's all green. Let's see what we want to put in for blue. So right now we're looking at... You cried when I passed a fairy. Yeah, it's a good card, but you could just be dead before you get to cast it. And then add Search for Escanta a couple turns later. I mean, combo. So right now if we play Shark Typhoon, with our green cards we only have... looks like 3 cards that can trigger it. Also we can just pay a bunch of mana and make a flyer. Bounce spell. Draw spell. Flash. Flash. Instant. Alright. So basically all of our blue cards, except for one, help Shark Typhoon. Then all of our green cards help each other with the Goreclaw. So I definitely want the Shadow Spear. And now the last 3 cards are going to be the... this is going to be the hard part. So we have 4 or 5 red cards, which was the original intent. Domri, Anarch of Bolas, gives us the ability to fight, gives us extra mana, and gives makes all of our creatures bigger. And if all of our creatures are bigger and our Goreclaw attacks, they all get bigger. So it might turn some of our 1/1s into actual threats. Same thing with Judith. And Thousand Eyes plus Judith and plus Anarch is just like, here's all the damage if you have the right mana. But what would we be giving up if we did that? We'd be losing Rampaging Frostodon, which isn't too much of a problem. We'd be losing the Akron War, which is a threatened ability. That might be really good. And Helm of the Host, which is certainly a late game comeback spell on an empty board. But we might not have a lot of creatures to make copies of with this outside of a big Shark Typhoon token. So I think if we take Domri, this seems like a trap. We only have 12 creatures in our deck currently. I'm going to try this. If it doesn't work, we can always change it. We do have Vivien to get a card out of our sideboard, a creature card that we own, so we can always pull in Rampaging Frostodon or the Scholar of Ages from our sideboards that bring back Blink of the Eye or any other type of spell, but we are super light on removal. In fact, our removal is just a bounce spell. I could play a more controlling deck with some of our counter spells that we picked up, which is probably just as good. But I'd like to try this version first. Okay, so we are a green-blue deck, and we are splashing 1 red card and 1 black card. So this is red and black. Probably not putting it in. It doesn't scry, doesn't do anything. This should be enough fixing for our black, minus 1 swamp that we add. And we'll add... I think we'll add 1 mountain also. So let's go ahead and jump into our first game of this Arena Cube Draft. It's our very first one. We just finished up drafting. And our deck is all over the place, but I think it can work. We have all the mana we need to play the game except for this Fiend Artisan. I'm okay with that, and we get to go first. We want that card draw, but we get to play our turn 2 Cutthroat and our turn 3 Omen of the Hunt to finish filling out our mana. I'm excited. Cash grab. I don't know what that means. Don't play a 2-1. So we're going to lead with the Cutthroat instead of the Preserver because I want to hold off on this. What does cash grab mean? Oh, yeah, because you'd have to put so much into it. That makes sense. Don't kill it. It's just a fish boy. Okay, fine, be that way. So we don't have to do anything. We're just going to pass the turn to them. Beginning of your end step, if you control a creature power 4 or greater, exile the top card. Oh, Jesus. You may play that card until you exile. Oh, okay, so it doesn't play for free. They still have to put mana into it. So we're going to go ahead and play... Castle Garenbrig's going to get me. I don't know what that little diamond means. Watching you as I play Smite and day drink. Well, the good news is the day is almost over. Must be nice to have things that work together. So he can play his dragon. Eh. Alright, let's go ahead and scry. My cup runneth over. Okay, so we have a preserver so we can make it bigger. We're gonna go with reach trample. We're gonna keep both. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I want to play. Alright, so the castle lets us make a really big guy. So we can do this and add 6 mana, so we'll have 7 altogether. And it's only to activate creature spells and abilities, and this is also... So if I have 7, I can activate this for 3 and make it a 5/5. Sounds great. What? Why didn't that work? Because I guess I hit decline when I went to auto pay. And now I'm not going to attack because we messed up and lost 5 points of damage. I don't think there's any way they don't block with Bone Crusher. That's a pretty good card. So now they get rid of their dragon because they still have Bone Crusher in play. That would be cool if they put the M21 cards into this cube format. Since everybody already knows about it and it's official, I think that would be pretty sweet. Kind of more fun. So now we're going to get rid of the dragon. Because they will have to. I was really worried about it. Unfortunately... Oh wait, that's right, I have the armor killer, so I can blow this up. Well, this is going to be fun. So whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment. So we're going to make a lot of mana. We're going to mutate. We're going to have 5 additional mana. But it's not going to let me pump it into my creature. Because I guess that's the way it works. I'm learning so much. But I think we hit for 11. So now both of our, well, this creature has trample and this one doesn't. So we'll see what happens. We've already made 2 mistakes this game. They can't cast, they shouldn't be able to cast Murder Strike. Why? Oh. Okay. Seems fair. We are in a real bad spot because of our 2 mistakes. And I needed this creature to have trample. Because now next turn they just play their Tanner's Edict and we have to get rid of our creature. Oh wait, it does gain trample. Neat. It gains its own trample. So it has to block and go to 1. So yeah, our mistakes have cost us this game so far. That's dangerous. Doesn't that mean I win? What? No blocks. You got me. I'll attack. We did it. Alright, so a very similar hand to last game with the double islands. We do have our Cutthroat. We get to go first, and we have Chart a Course, which will have to be as in sorcery. We're looking pretty good. We have things to do. Names to take. Sweet. We get to play Magic. Exciting. I would really hope to draw a mountain next turn. Or a forest. Either one would be pretty good. Playing this and then making it a 4/4 would be pretty strong turn 2, turn 3 play. I'm gonna take that out of the draft. Is it going to be like this every turn? Where we have to wait? So we're going to go ahead and attack first. Or attempt to do anything. So we can Chart a Course and not have to discard. I mean, we're going to Chart a Course regardless of what happens. That was the longest lightning strike ever. Chart a Course. None of these are green mana. But we certainly can play a couple of our cards next turn. So I think we're set as far as having things to play. It would have been nice to have Omen the Hunt to cast it that turn. But I guess it wouldn't really have changed anything. Oh, that's a good card. Right on time. I'll just put a 4/4 in play. See how they respond. Which edict would they like to cast? Now I know what you're thinking there at home. Could they have another lightning strike? I'm gonna give them the opportunity to not let me know yet. Oh yeah, we're dead this game. Seems strong. Let's throw another 4X into play. We might be able to live if they don't have an additional removal spell for this one. At least that way. So
What
bad.
a bunch of new burn spells to try on you.
Sure. You got it, champ. Stupid knight. Hey, thanks for dropping by. We're in our second game here on the Arena Cube Draft, and we are going to get destroyed because they play turn 3 War Boss, and we don't play removal.
Oh, they're so cute.
Okay. Come on, War Boss. There we go. Because you're going to want me almost dead. So we're looking at being dead already. We can throw in 2 blockers and we'll block the Weasel and one of these. We'll take 2, 3, 4, 5 if they make tokens, because we have to block this one. Unfortunately, the Ambusher does cost 2 green. Yeah, because they're going to bring back the Angar's Rampage otherwise. So we'll just see what they are going to do. I guess we could have attacked and killed the Chandra, and we would still take 5. That was probably the right call. Sure.
Remember this one?
Guess it'll be that one. So they can pump this twice. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have to block. I have to block the red cap. Don't worry about me, it's just a 5-1. All these islands are killing me here. Alright, so there's nothing we can do in this game. It's a concession. I think we might want to change the island ratio there just a little bit. We are 1-1 today. And on to game 3 against Judith the Scourge Diva. That is a long name. I guess mine's not much shorter. So this hand almost does nothing. If our opponent has any form of removal spell and we don't draw well, we're out of the game. But alright, so we do have a couple of lands, which is good. As I take out the blue mana, and then I have the blue hand. That's a beating. That's such a beating. Oh yeah. At least it makes theirs cost more, right? No, I'll take the 3. I'll be okay. That seems timely. So now it adds mana because it exists. No vigilance though, so we'll hold back here. We can play our Thousand Eyes next turn for a total of 0 insects. I just took turn 3 off. I just used the only way I have to remove enchantments, I believe. So now what? What can I not do still? So I can't attack or block. Seems good. This deck is so taxing. Like, her hand was so much better than ours. 1 drop into 2 drop tax. They did take a turn off. 4 removal spell. 5 removal spell. 6 removal spell. Oh yeah, my creatures come to play tapped. This is miserable. I was about to make a hand gesture that I should not make on camera. So I think we're just dead, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. At least they only cost 2. Nope. Well, this is going to be quick. I thought we were going to do pretty well, but... Alright, so game 4, we're back. We are game 4, we are 1 and 3. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. We just got destroyed. I don't think this one's going to be any better, but keep it. Odds there's a removal spell for this Shadow Sphere. Honey's nut. Perfect. So even though we don't get an effect out of this spider, the good news is that if we draw a green source that we can use, we'll be able to mutate onto the spider. Otherwise, we'll just... Okay. We'll start off strong. Let's see what they do. Pretty good. Hey, there's that Once Upon a Time. Is Jadelight Ranger going to be in for 2021? I want to say yes. I wanted to play Omen of the Hunt that turn, but since they made their Jadelight a 4/3, I wanted to still attack and gain life. So we're going to win the race as it sits. There's nothing they can do, even with their... Well, I guess with their Domri. My bad. They can play their Domri and make their 3 mana fight my 3 cards worth of creature.
I look forward to seeing you running away.
I guess it'll be okay. Spent so much effort to gain that 5 life.
My wild beasts will bring your comeuppance.
Exile 4 other cards. We don't have that. So we'll just pass the turn and play our Omen of the Hunt and go get a swamp. That way we have all of our mana. If only it came into play untapped, we could sacrifice it. Put us 1 card closer to activating our chain web spider. Removal spell and mana ring. What do you know?
What's that? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
Scavenging Ooze is sweet. I am just getting outclassed by everything.
No sword can
Don't mind if I attack you with this 4/4. I know you're not gonna make it. Guess you are. We're gonna do this instead.
I summon you.
I thought they were making a 4/4 dragon when I read that. I was wrong. Frozen Tusker. Nice. So this makes 6, and he costs 7. Alright. So if we go into 6, we can cast this 2 mana open, 2 colorless. Escape is casting it too, isn't it? This core set looks better than Ikoria. It's really good. It's going to be an interesting turn. Depending on what they do. I haven't done math yet, but I think I might have lethal. I can make lethal if they don't do anything else to mess with it. What I think they'll do, if they don't have a big enough creature in their hand, is make a dragon and then have it fight one of mine. Probably the Fiend Artisan.
We won't answer.
Or I can be completely wrong. So I do have lethal. I can cycle the Frozen Tusker, makes the Fiend Artisan bigger, equip the Shadow Sphere, and then attack with both. I still haven't looked at all the art styles of Teferi. Financially speaking, I don't plan on opening up any collector's boosters this time around. Ooh, that was a good one.
Demands power.
So I kind of don't want to see the things I'm not going to be able to get, but I'm sure they look good. Everything. They've had everything. Each opponent has just had... I guess I need to reevaluate what is considered good for this draft. Cycle is an activated ability, right? I was thinking we might be able to get there if they didn't have 2 removal spells in their hand. All off of 4 lands. I'm a little bit hurt. I've got to attack once in this game. Once. Whatever they're called. Whatever type of boosters they are. If they're not collector's boosters, premium boosters, VIP. This is the play I was talking about last turn if they didn't have 2 removal spells. So like I said, they'll make a dragon, then have it fight my creature. It'll trade and I'll save 1 life. Or 1 turn of attacking.
Though they might have
What?
also just been big dogs.
What? Double Masters is has priced me out of buying that product. I would have liked to have bought the VIP product. However, I can't afford to buy the VIP packs. I mean, I make an okay amount of money. However, oh yeah, forgot about that ability.
Watch this.
Forgot about that 1 damage. But I can't afford those packs.
A little pain won't stop me.
I guess we'll play our Rampaging Frostodon. I don't know how to remove it. It wasn't up there earlier. Oh no, it's even recording it as such. I don't know how to get it off right now. It wasn't up there until I moved my screen over. It's just sitting there. Oh, didn't I have a creature in play at some point? Two attacks this game. Complete and lethal. Alright, well that ends our arena booster draft. We did not do exceedingly well. It's probably the worst limited event that or the placing in limited that I've ever done in the entirety of arena.